Okay. Hi, everybody. Today, what is today? Hey, it's a holiday, right? And you guys are here at work today, right? Okay, I didn't ask you guys to come in, but you guys came. And like I'm teaching you now, we are looking at cause and effect. So whenever we are busy with something, we're looking at, like when you're warming up that solder there, you are looking at that solder and you are seeing if the solder is melting. What happens to the solder? Does the color change? What happens? Okay. So what we are busy with is cause and effect. For today, I wasn't going to come in. I wasn't feeling well, but I thought, okay, let me come and check what you guys are up to. And you see, Gabriel, thank you for coming. That was a test. If you didn't come today, it was a test. I'm going to be testing you guys. I'm not here to baby you guys. To get that clear, right? I'm not here to baby you. I'm not your mother. I'm related to Gabriel. Gabriel's my little nephew, but I'm not going to baby him. There's going to be no special treatment. Everybody will be treated equally. Okay. So I'm glad that you guys came because I can see that you are interested in learning. If I look at many of South Africa's youth, probably were all out drinking yesterday, and today sitting with babalas at home. But I'm glad that you guys are taking a different approach. If you are going to put the effort in, I'm going to work with you and train you and prepare you for the time where you are going to step out and either start your own business, or my goal is going to find a way to prepare you so that you are able to earn your own income, that you learn how to generate income, how to look after your income. And that is what we're going to do for the next. We're supposed to start our 90-day program today. You see, your mom is also here. She's busy working because we have to start. We're starting the 90-day challenge today. And what we are going to do with you guys here, you are going to, some of these exercises that we're busy with, we are going to put that on our YouTube channel, because I want the guys who bought the book, I want them to see that what I'm saying is possible. Many don't try things, they don't do things because they think, okay, what if I fail? What if this? What if that? There's too many people who, before they start taking on a challenge, they will see all the things that can go wrong. So we want to change that perspective. Okay. But we don't really care about the ones who have negative mindsets. We don't actually want them by us. So I don't actually want to motivate them. They must stay away from us. We focus on the ones who are here, who want to become something. So number one, what did we learn today? Okay, you know switches. What did you guys learn today? You learned how to connect a circuit. Okay, look, you have not done any training yet. So we are going to start you off with our basic electronics. Wanda should have that ready by now. So we will start off. I'll find out. We'll create a schedule. And what we want to do also is whatever we are training you that is part of the book. I'm going to give each one of you a copy of the book. And whatever is part of the book, you are going to look at how you guys can record it and show people that it works. Okay. And we have to look at different aspects of a business. We have to look at it's no use us teaching you a skill. You need to convert that skill into that. You need to convert it into rands or dollars. And to convert a skill into rands or dollars, a business has more things a business has more to it than just having the skill to carry out that thing there. You need to find a way how to get the customer. So we'll teach you ways how to get the customer. Things have changed. The world is rapidly changing, and many of us are not keeping track. If I look at you guys, I can see that your school has not prepared you for the world that we are moving towards. The world that we are moving towards is going to split. We're going to have people who have less, and have people who have even less because they have not adopted technology. So we are going to need to fix that up, right? And how we're going to start that off, we'll start it off with some basic computing. It is, I think, for every young man today needs to understand how to use a computer to its full potential. Because on that computer there, that connection to the internet, if we look at when we grew up, we had to go to libraries, we needed encyclopedias, we needed, the internet has brought that a lot closer. And if you are not taking advantage of that, then you're not going to win, right? You need to take advantage of that to raise your living standard. Okay, so we're going to look at fixing up all that. And for number one, for our ebook guys, we need to start with basic computing. If I look at many of the mechanics, and I've seen with you guys too, is that many of the mechanics don't know how to use a computer. Their problem is not knowing how to code keys. Many of them come to do training to code keys, but the problem with them is that they don't know how to use a computer. Coding keys is easy. The tools do 90% of the work. Before, we had to program a lot of things manually. We had to manually edit files. We had to know what is happening. Today, things have become a lot easier. But I still want you to have that basic skills of identifying bits, bytes, and kilobytes. So we're going to start off with, firstly, with computers. Right? And as with the book, I'm going to give you guys access to some equipment. I'm not going to give it to you, right? I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to give you guys access to some equipment, to some of the equipment that we have in the book. If you want it, you can buy it from me. I'm going to teach you guys how to run to do business, not to. We're not going to hand things out to you, right? So we'll start off with like your computers. These computers I'm going to give you guys access to is going to work twofold. I'm going to teach you how to fix those computers, how they work, how to fix them, and how to extract revenue from those computers. When I came to East London, I ran out of money, and then I had to learn how to generate income. And I generated income from the knowledge that I had. People can't take knowledge away from you. They can take everything else away from you, but they can't take knowledge away from you. And that knowledge was how to fix computers. Okay? So we'll start off with those PCs. So firstly, on your list of, you need to understand how a computer boots. You need to understand how a computer boots. Why? Because at the end of the day, if you look at all of these things here, isn't it? If you look at all these things here, if you look at everything here, these are all computers. These are all computers. If you look at this here, this is an EPS. It's an electronic power steering computer. It is probably about 80,000 rands for this computer here. That there, what is this to be? It's not a FR. It looks like a FR, but it's a PSM. FRs are also very expensive. I don't know what's the price of a PSM. I think it's probably about 50,000 as well. PSMs are expensive. That there is a Ford Ranger BCM. Well, and so we got a whole lot of control units here. But what do they all have in common? They are all computers. Well, microcomputers. They don't have keyboards and stuff. They are little computers. So those computers will also have similar components to those other computers that we have. When you switched that computer on earlier, Zinga, it didn't switch on, right? Why didn't it not turn on? There was no RAM in that computer. Now those computers, when you turn them on, your normal PCs will do a power on self-test, and I could see that the LED was flashing a code there, which is why I told you guys, I want you guys to think. You have to look at everything. Everything will have a symptom. You have to look at it. I saw there, everything will give you a clue. I saw that light was flashing, and I saw that was some computers will have a beep code, but that one there doesn't have a beep code. It flashes a pattern, right? Each computer, each manufacturer of the BIOS in there will have some way of notifying you before the power on self-test completes. So we will look at that as well, how the computer boots. But if we look at that there, that computer didn't boot because there was a problem with the RAM, right? If we look at these here, these microcontrollers also have RAM. Okay, because you can exit there so long. We're going to start now. Yeah, you can cut that one off. Guys, if you want to follow us, we will post more of the videos on our YouTube channel. It's at Key Clinic Int, and you can follow us on YouTube. I'll paste the link in one of the comments. Okay, you can exit this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to start off with first with those computers. You're going to look at those computers that I've given you, and we're going to reinstall the operating system into those computers. And that lesson of how you reinstall that operating system, you are going to share with the guys on our YouTube channel. So we're going to shoot that, right? And the other thing is, I saw you were struggling to disassemble those computers. I want you to go and look. There's hundreds of videos. There's lots of channels there. The information is out there. You guys can't be lazy. Go and look there. Go and look first. Go and find out how somebody has disassembled that thing. Before, when we done it, we had to carefully pry it and see where the clips are. Now you have the advantage of go and see who has stripped a laptop. And if I catch you guys with your phones here while you are here, I'm not here to police you. I'm not here to be a policeman. I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to swear. I'm not going to. If I see that you guys are busy with something which is not constructive, I'm not going to speak to you about it, right? If I see that you're busy with incorrect TikToks or something that is not going to take you to where I want you guys to be, I'm not going to speak about it. I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to do anything, right? You're just going to see somebody's going to be missing it, okay? And then what I want you to do is, when you're busy with something, go and look at how somebody else has done it before. You understand? Okay, bro? Yeah. Right? Now, number one, we're starting with those computers. I want those computers, I want them cleaned. If you look at when we used to repair computers, and a customer would bring us a computer, we would service that thing properly. You saw how to clean those fans. You take your time, you clean it properly, you don't damage the screws. When you disassemble that computer, I see your screws are all over the show. Pay attention. Some screws are long, some screws are short. They will not fit when you put them back in there. If you don't put them in the wrong place, in the right place, they will not go back in there. That there, you need to look at that same thing you're going to apply when we start working with ECUs. Okay? You take a screw out, you put it back in where it was. And you look at how to prevent losing those screws. Okay? But that same skill that you are doing there is the same skill that you're going to use when you're working with computers. Okay? Then all of you need to sit, you need to work together. I'm not going to be here to, if I say one is doing something that is not taking us towards our goal, I'll assign a leader. Every week I'll assign a leader. Right? So if one is going astray, the leader is supposed to bring him back in. If one is doing something, right, you need to be efficient with time. I don't want another one standing and looking there. They can, if he's looking and showing him, it's fine. But I don't want to come here and I see one is busy there and three is sitting there. You need to make sure everybody's busy, right? There's no such thing as nothing. There's no such thing as doing nothing. If I come in here and ask you what you're doing, you must be busy with something. Do you understand? I'm giving you guys an opportunity which is not going to come around quite often. Okay? So if one, you can get one, say, okay, you go do research on that. You go do that. You go do that. And clean. I don't want to come here and see that there's lots of, I must look for cups and sauces and things. And I don't want to see dishes and stuff, right? So you, amongst you guys, we have cleaning, but remember, you are the main housekeeping here. So that lady, when she's not here, you need to make sure that I don't find cups and stuff laying around here. Okay? So when we get started, we're going to give you guys a budget. Like I said, I'm going to give you guys some tools and we're going to look at, so our next call of business here, we're going to get together and we're going to look at our budget. We're going to look at the stuff that I'm going to give you. And I'm going to give you that access to that stuff for a short time frame. I'm going to give you a time frame which we're going to share with our people, our ebook users, because we also want them to force themselves to grow. And you will be the first line of support. The ebook, I've created the ebook for the guys who can't afford my time. At the moment, I've put a lot of my time into this and I've tried to help a lot of the other business guys, but many of them are not pushing for growth. So I need to see what I value my time at. And at present now, I'm not going to be doing, this is going to be one, I'm going to be doing one or two more of my classes and then I'm done with training, right? So for this product here, I'm creating this product for us. So it's here to help you guys as well. So I'm going to look at how we can use that to get you to generate revenue. So firstly, we're going to look at all our tools and we're going to establish a budget. And then we're going to work on a learning plan, right? You need to look at a learning plan. And also the other thing that you guys are going to do with your computers, you need to get your social media accounts sorted out, right? You're going to work out a social media plan. And somebody is going to be in charge of taking videos and stuff for me and editing those videos, right? So in between amongst yourselves, you're going to work it out and see who does what. Okay. Thank you, Zina.